When the Apple Watch Ultra was released in 2022, it changed Apple's wearable lineup for good. The new high-end model used a new material, had a new look, and introduced new features. And now Apple is getting ready to release a new model. The Apple Watch Ultra 2 is expected to be announced in September alongside the iPhone 15, and that means that we should be hearing more about Apple's plans soon. It isn't the only new wearable on the way either, with new Apple Watch Series 9 models also expected. There won't be a new Apple Watch Special Edition this year though, according to reports. Unlike the Apple Watch Ultra, its successor hasn't leaked in any great detail as yet, but that doesn't mean that we don't have a few ideas for what we can expect. In terms of big Apple Watch Ultra 2 design changes, we aren't expecting all that much this time around. But there's one change we're hopeful for. With the Apple Watch Ultra only making its debut last year, it is too early to expect Apple to make sweeping changes just 12 months later. That means that the overall shape of the Apple Watch Ultra 2 is expected to be very familiar indeed. However, one change that we're expecting to see based on recent reports is the arrival of a new, darker titanium finish. That would hopefully arrive in tandem with the existing silver rather than replace it in the lineup. We also expect the same 45mm case size as well, so no shrinking of the overall size here. The Apple Watch Ultra 2 is of course going to come powered by watchOS 10, but that software will also be released for the older Apple Watch Ultra and other Apple wearables as well. In terms of what will be new and specific to the Apple Watch Ultra 2, it's difficult to know. Rumors relating to Apple Watch Ultra 2 features have been conspicuous by their absence, which does suggest that we should temper our expectations for this new hardware. A performance boost rather than a dramatic feature introduction may be the crux of the update. For the first time in years, we've been told to expect some silicon improvements this time around. It's here where Apple Watch Ultra 2 will likely see the biggest benefits compared to the original model. Apple hasn't really changed the chip that powers its wearable since the Apple Watch Series 6 arrived in 2020. That's going to change with this year's S9 chip, Bloomberg's Mark Gurman believes. We've been told to expect a fairly sizable performance bump and significant speed improvements, which is very exciting indeed. The upgraded chip should ensure that Apple Watch Ultra 2 owners see data and apps load more quickly than on older models. It's possible that Apple will use that newfound performance to enable new features, but as I told earlier, we haven't yet seen leaks that explain what those new features will be. Apple announced watchOS 10 during the WWDC event in June, and it's already available in developer and public beta form. As for a public release, that's expected to happen towards the middle of September. New watchOS features include updated apps as well as a redesigned Smart Stack feature that makes quick access information more easily accessed. New watch faces are also coming, as are improvements for cyclist workout tracking and more. When it comes to an Apple Watch Ultra 2 wishlist, there are some things that we'd like to see arrive. There haven't been a huge number of rumors relating to this model, but the wishlist would have a couple of things worth noting. At the top of the list would be new color options for Apple's best Apple Watch. The silver titanium does look good and it matches the tool watch look of similar diving watches. But in a world where there are multiple colors available for the other Apple Watch models, we'd like to see the same here. New bands wouldn't go amiss either. Another addition we'd like to see is improved performance. The Apple Watch Ultra isn't a slow watch as such, but more performance is always welcome for a device that needs to be quick when loading apps and information, especially given the extreme environments Apple advertises the watch as being perfect for. Thankfully, it seems that we might be about to benefit from improvements on both counts if recent rumors are anything to go by. So, what are your expectations from upcoming Apple Watch lineup this year? Share your valuable thoughts below in the comments section and check out our channel for more Apple updates. See you